Okay, good afternoon, class. We're going to start our science lesson and we're going to talk about sound today, okay? So, first, I want to remind everybody of the rules real fast. Remember, when we're doing science, we need to make sure we're extra careful with whatever it is that we're doing. So, we need to make sure that we always have our listening ears. And then, second, I want to make sure that we always respect one another while we're in the classroom. Third, we are always safe. We want to make sure that we have safe hands, safe feet, safe arms and legs, all of that. Safe everything. So that means that our bodies, we are going to be in control of our bodies while we're doing science, right? Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Okay. Now, for our science lesson, to start us off, I want everybody to stand up. Get some action in here. Okay, good. I see everyone standing up. Okay, I want to show you guys first, and then I want you guys to do it, okay? Miss Danny is going to grab two of her fingers, has two of her fingers, and she's going to put them right on her throat. I'm not going to push them onto my throat, am I? No, that's right, because it's going to hurt if I do that, right? Okay, so I'm not going to push them onto my throat. I'm just going to place them right on Miss Danny's throat without pushing, okay? And I'm going to sing my name, and I'm going to try to recognize or identify what I feel on my fingers, okay? When I sing my name. Here we go. Miss Danny. Well, that feels a little bit weird. Okay, so now I want you guys to do the same thing all at the same time. We're going to have our two fingers. Hey, Ryan, we're going to have two fingers. Okay, Ryan? Good. Not three, just two, okay? And then we're softly going to put them on our throat, and we're going to sing our names, okay? On the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Miss Danny. Okay. Okay. Okay, guys, what did we feel, or what did we hear? How did we hear those sounds? How did we hear our names being called? Okay, so some of us think that we heard our names because we were speaking. That is a good, yes, that's a very good answer. Okay, Kim, you heard your name because you were yelling. Okay. Okay, James, you heard your name because you were singing. Okay, that's very good. Yes, those are good reasons why we heard our names. Okay, what was happening to our vocal cords when we had our fingers on our throat? What was happening to them, guys? Does anyone know? What did you feel? Okay, Charlotte? Oh, you felt it moving. You felt your throat moving? Okay, do we have another word for that, guys? Do you have another word for that, Robert? Okay, it was moving up and down. Okay, that's good too. Yes, yeah. I love that. Yes, those are all very good answers, guys. Our throat was moving. We were making sounds. I want everybody now to sit down, have a seat for me. Okay, Miss Danny is about to play you guys a book, and it's called Sounds All Around. Okay, what we're going to learn in this book is we're going to learn some of these answers. And Miss Danny's not going to tell you the answers just yet because I want you guys to be able to listen to this book very carefully. So we're going to have to use our listening ears, okay? I want you to listen very carefully and listen to the answers inside of the book, but also listen to what the book is telling you and talking to you about, okay? And once we're done with that, we will go back to our questions. So think about those questions while you're listening to the book. And I'll ask those questions again, and then we'll see if we have new answers for those questions, okay? Okay, here we go, guys.
Illustrated by Anna Cherniova. your fingers, clap your hands, whistle, clatter some pans. You're making sounds. Crinkle, crunch through dry leaves. Splish, splash in a puddle. Make happy sounds, sad sounds, scary sounds, mad sounds. Shake a can of marbles. Shake a can of cheese puffs. Shake a can of pencils. Your sounds fill the air. Make more sounds. Woof, sing, talk, hum. These sounds come out of your mouth, but they start in your throat. Your vocal cords. When you breathe out, air passes from your lungs through your larynx, which vibrates. The vibrations then travel through several air pockets, which change the way they sound, all to create your voice. Feel your throat as you sing, talk, or hum. Your fingertips tingle because your vocal cords shake to make sound. They shake back and forth very fast. This is called vibrating, and that makes the air around them vibrate. These vibrations move through the air in waves called sound waves. Now be quiet. Feel your throat. Your vocal cords are still. They're not vibrating, so there's no sound. A look inside an ear. Sound moves through the ear and strikes the eardrum. Sound waves cause the eardrum to vibrate, sending the bones in the middle ear into motion. You hear sound. You can't see sound waves, but when they reach your ear, tiny bones in your ear vibrate. Then you hear the sound. Beating a drum makes it vibrate, and then the air around it vibrates. These vibrations ripple through the air. They travel from the drum to your ears, and you hear the sound of the drum. Long ago, people used drum sounds to send messages. They beat high sounds, low sounds, fast sounds, and slow sounds. These sounds traveled through the air from village to village. Different drum beats sent different messages, such as rain clouds are forming, or a new leader has been chosen. People still use sounds to send messages. Clapping hands say, "Good job." A knock on the door asks, "Is anyone home?" And the siren on a fire truck means, "Get out of the way." Animals use sounds to send messages too. A hen clucks to call her chicks. A ruffed grouse makes a drumming sound to attract a mate. And a howler monkey roars to keep other howlers out of its territory. A howler's roar is one of the loudest animal sounds in the world. No wonder other howlers stay away. In the dark, a bat avoids an object in its flight path by making high squeaking sounds. Its sound waves hit the barn. The sound bounces back. These echoes warn the bat to change direction before it bumps into the barn. A bat finds food using echoes too. Sound waves bounce off insects. In total darkness, a bat can locate 600 insects an hour by listening for the echoes. This is called echolocation. Sound waves travel through solid ground as well as air.
Okay, class, now that we are done listening to our video, listening to our text, I want us to answer those questions again. How can we hear our sound? How do we hear the sound that we made when we were singing our names? Rachel, can you answer for me? Okay, you heard the sounds because you were speaking. That is very true. Yes, you did hear the sounds because we were speaking. If we weren't speaking, would our throats be vibrating? No. Would we be able to hear anything? No, that's right. We wouldn't be able to hear anything. But because we were speaking, we were able to hear our sounds. We were able to hear the sounds that we were making. And why do we think that our throat was vibrating? What was happening in order for us to make that sound? Yes, Kevin? Our throats were vibrating. Good. There was something in the video that they talked about. So what do we call vibrations that move through the air? What are those vibrations called? Does anyone remember? It was at the beginning of the video and it was talking about vibrations, the sounds that we're making that come from our throat. How did they move through the air? What are those called? It's a type of word if it's moving through the air. Charlotte, you have an answer? Waves? Okay, that is very close, Charlotte. Yes. Okay, so it's a type of wave. Does anyone know what type of wave it might be? Do we remember? What are we studying? What are we learning about right now, guys? Yes, JJ. Sound waves. Yes, that's true. Yes, we are learning about sound waves right now. So when we feel those vibrations, they turn into sound waves and that moves through the air. Yeah. Do you guys think that we see sound waves? No. No, we can't see sound waves. Can you see me speak? Can you see the sound that's coming out of my mouth? John, can you see the sound that's coming out of my mouth? No. No, he can't see the sound. That's right, John. We can't see the sound that's coming out of Miss Danny's mouth, but we can hear the sound that's coming out of my mouth, right? Good. Okay, so now I want everybody to listen to Miss Danny's rules because we're about to go on what I call the walk of sounds, okay? So we need to go over our 3 rules that we have when we're going out and walking around the school, okay? First rule is that when we walk outside, when we walk out of this classroom, we have to follow our hallway rules. Or if we don't follow our hallway rules, we'll have to come back to the class and we won't be able to get to do the rest of our science experiment, okay? And it's gonna be super fun today, guys. So fun. Okay, our second rule is that we have to be extra quiet when we're in the hallways, and we have to turn our ears on and make them super sharp so that we can really listen to the different kinds of sounds that we hear when we're out on our walk, okay? Okay, good. Yes, James. We have to make sure that we are listening and not talking. That is very true, James. Yes, we do. And so, third thing is, when we're out on our walk, Miss Danny wants you to find 2 sounds that you hear when you're out on your walk. Charlotte, how many sounds do I want you to hear when we're on our walk? 2 sounds. Good. Okay, JJ, how many sounds do I want us to hear when we're out on our walk? 2 sounds. Do our sounds have to be the same? No. Okay, yep. No, they don't. You're right. They do not have to be the same. I could hear something different than what JJ's gonna hear, and that's okay. We can hear something different. It's okay. So we don't have to hear the same things, okay? I want us to listen to different things. So try to really turn those listening ears on and listen to different kind of sounds, okay, when we go out there. Okay, so now, everybody, we're going to line up. We know we're going to line up in our number order. We are going to follow each other. We're not going to make noise because we're not going to be talking, right? Because we're going to use our listening ears instead of our mouths. We're going to listen and we're not going to talk because we want to make sure everyone gets to hear a different sound, okay? So I want everybody to line up. Thank you. And we're gonna go out for about 3 minutes or so. So we have some time to listen. And you're gonna follow Miss Danny. I'm gonna be the leader. We're gonna walk around and we're gonna hear some different sounds, okay? And then we're gonna come back. We're gonna talk about our sounds. Okay, let's go, guys. Okay, we are back from our walk, and I want everybody to remember those 2 sounds that you were looking for when you were on your walk, okay? I want you to remember those sounds. I want you to think about them. Think about what they were. Think about if they were loud or if they were soft. Okay? And when you're ready, I just want a 0 and a thumbs up. Give me a 0 and a thumbs up when you're ready. Good, JJ's ready. Charlotte's ready. James, good. Rachel's ready. Okay, looks like everyone's ready for this. Okay, so we have our anchor chart here. Miss Danny has her anchor chart. And we're gonna talk about these sounds real fast, okay, on our anchor chart. You guys are gonna tell me, I'm gonna ask a couple of people to raise their hands when they're ready. Okay, good. I'm gonna ask a couple people to raise their hands and tell me the 2 sounds that you heard on our walk. Okay? So it's like if we were going out in the neighborhood. What kind of sounds did we hear when we were going out in the neighborhood? Instead, it's going to be what other sounds did we hear when we were on our walk around the school? So I'm going to call on one person. Okay? And I want them to tell me what sound they heard. Okay, Rachel. Yes, tell me what kind of sound did you hear on your walk today? Tell me one of them and then I'll write it down and then you tell me the next sound. Okay, honey? Okay, you heard a teacher talking. That's good. Okay, what was the second sound that you heard, Rachel? You heard footsteps? Good. And we might have a little bit of the same sounds, guys, but that's okay. It's okay if we have some of the same sounds. If they are the same sounds, we'll just keep them on our anchor chart. And we won't have to write another one on there. Okay, so let's see, who else can I choose? Someone who is sitting upright, looking at our anchor chart. Okay, JJ, what kind of sounds did you hear in our walk today? You heard some squeaks? Okay. Okay, that's good. JJ, what was the second sound that you heard today? You heard a door closing? Ooh. Miss Danny heard that too. Okay. Let me see. Who else can I choose? Benjamin, what did you hear on our walk today, son? You think about it? Okay. You heard a rolly cart. That's right. They were moving the computer carts. Okay, what was the next thing that you heard, Benjamin? I'm sorry. Oh, you heard the custodian on his little cleaner. With the janitor on the floor cleaner. Okay, let's see. Charlotte, what did you hear on the walk today? You heard kids reading outside? Oh, yes, I did. I heard them and I saw them, yes. Okay. Was there something else that you heard as well, the second thing? Okay, so you heard the principal talking. Yes. Okay, you did hear the principal talking. That is right. Okay, one last person. Let's put 2 more things on our charts, guys. We have some really good things on our chart so far, and I love them. So let's see one more person. Who can I choose to put some sounds on our board? Let's see. Day, can you tell me what you heard on your walk? Tell me 2 sounds you heard on your walk, okay? Okay. You heard kids in a classroom. Yes. That's right. We did hear some kids in a classroom because they had their door open. Yes, that is very right. We did. Okay. What is the last thing, Day, that you heard on our walk today? You heard a bathroom flushing. Okay. Okay. Thank you, Day. Thank you, everybody else who also helped. We heard lots of noises on our walk today. Did we not? Yes, we did. Yes, we did. Okay, I also want to talk about really fast before we go on, okay, about these sounds. These sounds are the type of sounds that we heard on our walk in our school, right? Yes. So in our book, there were other kinds of sounds and places that we could hear sounds. Do we only hear sounds in our school, Day? No, we don't. That's right. We don't only hear sounds in our school. What about at home? Do we hear sounds at home, guys? Charlotte? Yes, we do hear sounds at home. So if I were to ask a couple people, what kind of sounds or how does your dog at home communicate with you or with your mom and dad? Can someone raise their hand and tell me how does their dog at home communicate with them or mom and dad? Let's see, who can I pick on? Tristan, tell me, what kind of sounds or how do you hear your dog at home communicate with you or your mom and dad? Your dog barks. Does it bark loud? It does? Yes. Okay. Yes, Tristan's dog barks loud. Tristan, what do you think your dog is telling you when it barks loud? It needs something. It's hungry. Good. It maybe wants to play. It might want to go outside. Okay, those are very good. Yes, the dog barks loud. It wants to maybe eat. It wants to go outside. It wants to play. It wants to do those kinds of things. Okay, someone else tell me, what other kind of sound do you hear at home when you're at home? What kind of sounds do you hear? And I want to also know if they're loud sounds or quiet sounds. Tristan told me that his dog, when he barks, it's a loud sound. Okay? Let's see. Charlotte, tell me, what kind of sounds do you hear at home? Okay. You hear a TV. Yes. Is your TV loud or is it quiet, Charlotte? It's kind of loud. Yeah. Okay. And what does your TV tell you? What kind of things do you watch? Cartoons. Sometimes Disney. Okay. Yes. Those are your favorite shows, right? So it's telling you something. Good. I like that, Charlotte. That was a good one. Okay. Rachel, what do you hear at home? What kind of sounds do you hear at home, honey? Okay, Rachel hears pots smashing and slamming because her little sister likes to play with the pots. She gets into the pots. When does she get into the pots? At dinner time? While mom's making dinner, huh? Yes. Okay. Okay. Are those is her with the pots? Your little sister with the pots. Are they loud or are they quiet? The sounds that she makes? They're really loud. Yes, because she likes to slam them. Okay. That's funny. I like that. Okay, one more person for this one. Let's see. Ben, tell me, what kind of sounds do you hear at home? Oh, it has to be quiet. Okay. Why does it have to be quiet? Oh, okay. So Ben is saying at night when he goes to bed, his mom and dad say it needs to be quiet in the house. And why is that? Why do you think mom and dad tell you it has to be quiet in the house? To help you go to sleep. Because do you think, guys, that Ben would be able to sleep with a lot of noise going on in the house? No, Miss Danny wouldn't be able to sleep with a lot of noise going on in the house. So I doubt that Ben would either. Okay, so Ben has to be quiet at night. His family has to be quiet at night in order for them to go to sleep. It was really good, Ben. I love that. Okay, so what do we know already about energy? What do we know about energy, guys? What is energy? Charlotte, what's energy? Energy's like light. It's like, okay, what else is it like? Electricity. Okay, that's good. Yes, that is what energy is like. What do we know about sound? What do we know about sound? Anybody know? Christian? Sound is what you can hear. That is true. Yes, sound is what you can hear. Good. Okay. Do we think, I have a question for you. You don't really have to know. But do we think that sound is energy? It's a little bit of a tricky question, but I want to know if you know. Do we think sound is energy or not? What is it? Let's see. Haley? What do you think? How can sound be energy is what you're asking me. Yes. How can sound be energy? I don't know. Let's see if one of our other friends knows. Let's see. Let me see. Landon, how can sound be energy? How is that possible? Because it moves? That is very close. It does move, but can we see sound? No, we can't. But sound does move. How does sound move? Through sound waves. Good, we talked about that. Sound moves through sound waves. So, sound is actually considered energy. Sound is a type of energy. It's a form of an energy, okay? Sound can be measured by its sound waves. So we measure sound by its sound waves. So whenever you hear the vibrations on your throat, those turn into sound waves. Sound waves then can be measured because it's something that has been produced from someone or something. So that is how sound can be a type of energy. Sound is a type of energy. Sound is a form of an energy. Okay, guys? Okay, the next thing that we're going to do, we're going to work on our vocabulary words, okay? So there are some vocabulary words that Miss Danny has picked out that I thought were super important for our lesson. So I'm going to ask my handout people who are helping me today to hand out our papers. Yes, it's Charlotte and Benjamin. They're our handout people, and they're going to hand out our papers for us. And you should already have your science journals. Yes, we should already have our science journals. We already have our crown boxes. We have all of that already at our desk. So no one besides Benjamin and Charlotte should be getting up, okay, guys? They're going to pass these out for us, okay? And I want you guys to tape them or glue them inside your science journal. And you don't need to cut it because they should fit in there perfectly fine. And then my other little friends, you know who you are. I have some cards for you. Okay? These cards are going to go on your rings. You already have some rings loaded up. Yes, on your rings. These are your new set of cards for your rings, okay? Good. I want you to make sure that you guys have your rings out, okay? Because we need our vocabulary rings. Good job. Okay, so our first definition, guys. Everyone has it? Our first word that we're going to talk about today is energy. We already talked a little bit about energy, but I want you guys to show me, or you guys in your own words, tell me what energy is. And we kind of already talked about that just now, but I want you guys to kind of remind Miss Danny of what that looks like, okay? So somebody in their own words, tell me what the word energy means to them. Okay, one person who I haven't called on. Jackson. Yes, what is energy to you? It sounds good. Yeah, it is sound. That is very true. It is sound. Someone else, what is energy? Kindle? Energy is light. Yes, it is. Energy is light. Are we using energy right now in our classroom? Yeah, we are. We're using light or our light energy. We're also using sound energy because we're talking, right? We're talking. Good. Okay, so I'm going to write, Miss Danny's going to write her definition. And you guys can write your own definition or you can copy Miss Danny's definition, okay? But this is my definition. My definition of energy is to make something work. And my friends who have their rings out, I want you guys to make sure that you're flipped over to our card, our vocabulary card that says energy, okay? Good. Yes, Christian, this one. Good, good, good. Okay. Okay, our next vocabulary word is going to be sound. What do we know about sound? We have been talking about sound a lot. So what do we know about sound? Okay, let's see who can answer. Landon, yes. Sound is what we hear. Good. That is very good. Okay. Who else can I call on? Rachel, what is sound to you? Sound is being something loud or quiet. Good. That's very good. Yes. Let's see. Tristan, what is sound to you? Okay, it's noise. That's good. It is noise. Sound is noise. It can be loud or quiet. It's us talking. What about animals? It's also animals, right? We learned that in our book. Good. Yes, it is. So Miss Danny's going to write hers. You guys write yours. And my ring card, people, I want to make sure that you guys still have your rings out to the word sound. Good job. Good job. So my vocabulary is something, people and animal, animals can hear with their ears. Good job, guys. You guys know what sound is. Okay, this one is sound waves. What is our next word? Sound waves. What are sound waves? We kind of just learned about that. Remember back to our video. Remember how sound can be energy. What is that? What is that in your own words? Things that move through the air. That's good day. Yes. Is a type of things that move through the air. But instead of the word things, what other word could we use? type of waves. Good. Sound waves that move through the air. That's good. They are. Who else? Anyone else want to say? Sound waves are what you hear. That is very true. Sound waves are what you hear. That is what you hear. That's how you get to hear them, is through the sound waves. Okay, so Miss Danny's definition is vibrations move through the air in waves. Okay, my next vocabulary word is life. What do we know about life? Someone tell me what life is. Life is living. Yes. What else is life? Life is your home. Okay. Life is like growing a plant. Yes, these are all really good. I like this. Miss Danny's definition of life is grow, reproduce, and use energy. Okay. One of my ring people, I want you guys to tell me what is, or I want you guys to move to our next vocabulary word. And that's going to be volume. Can you show me your picture? Volume. Hold up your vocabulary card and show me it. Good. Good, guys. Okay, what is volume? What do our pictures kind of show us? Soft to loud, right? Or quiet to loud. Good. Good. Yes. We are going from quiet to loud, or no sound to lots of sound. Okay. So it's going to be the amount of sound. Our next vocabulary word is loud. What if I talk really loud like this? Does it sound like Miss Danny's yelling? Yeah, it does. What if I need to get your attention by talking really loud? Would I be using my voice properly? Yes, I would. Only if you were talking just as loud as Miss Danny. Yeah, because if you were talking quiet and Miss Danny was talking loud to get your attention with that, would I be communicating properly? No, I wouldn't, because you're all so quiet and I'd be really, really, really loud. Okay, so my definition of loud is easily can be heard. Okay, my next word is quiet. What if I talk to you really quietly like this? You would have to use your ears really well. Yes, you would have to use your ears really well. What else? What if I said, James, go sit down? And everyone was being really loud and I said, James, go sit down. Would I be using my voice properly? No. Is James gonna really be able to hear Miss Danny? No, he's not. So my definition, Miss Danny's definition, is making no sound or noise. Today, did we have to be quiet on our walk? Yeah, we did, right? Because we had to listen really well. Okay, our last vocabulary word is environment. So remember how we talked about home, we talked about school, we talked about animals, and different places where we would kind of be using where we would be hearing sounds in different places. And in those different places, sounds are appropriate and sounds are not appropriate depending on the place that you're at. So if I'm at home It might be okay if I'm loud if everyone else is loud, but it also might be okay if I'm kind of quiet or using my inside voice, because they all might be doing that. And mom and dad may not want you to be loud. Or when I'm at school, I want to make sure I'm always using my inside voice unless Miss Danny gives us permission to sing really loudly like we did at the beginning of our lesson, right? Yes. Okay, so my definition is living and non-living things that are around us. What do you think I mean by non-living things around us? What does that mean? Like my house. My house is non-living. There are people that live in my house who are living, but my house is a non-living place. Is school a non-living place as well? Yes, it is. That is a type of environment, guys. Okay, so for our last thing that we're going to do, everyone turn your page on your journal, okay? Good. Okay, Miss Danny has 6 bottles, water bottles. I have 6 water bottles. This is our exit ticket. So you have to pay attention really closely in order to listen, okay? I have 6 water bottles. They have 6 different things inside of them. I am going to place 1 water bottle on everybody's table. We are going to have 2 minutes with the water bottles, or maybe a little less. You might have 1 minute with the water bottle. So you and your partner, you and your table partner need to make sure to split and share. And we are going to have the timer. Miss Danny has a timer. And once those minutes are done, we are going to close our science journals and put them away, and later on put them where we're going to put them in our turn-in basket so Miss Danny can check in. So our first water bottle is going to be a water bottle with water. Our second water bottle is going to be a water bottle with crowns. You can shake them or turn them, just like that. Our third water bottle is going to be a water bottle with nails. Fourth water bottle is going to be a water bottle with rose petals. Fifth water bottle is going to be a water bottle with jelly beans in it. And the last one is going to be a water bottle with Q-tips. Good. So we're going to draw a picture. You can either draw a picture of what you see in your water bottles and write really big sounds next to it or really small sounds next to it. Or you're going to write what you see in your water bottle and what you hear. So I want you to shake them up so you can listen and see what's in your water bottle when you use them. Okay.